Joe, a really hard-fought win here in Plymouth, a 1-0 win on the day. What did you make of that game?
Yeah, it was probably a game of two halves, to use a cliche. I thought first half they were better than us. We obviously played a little bit deeper today. We had quite a lot of tired bodies, especially across our back line from Saturday. So we played a little bit deeper in the first half, looked to counter, which we didn't do as well as we would have liked. And then second half, obviously, we kind of flipped back to normal as such. And I thought we really dominated the second half, and I thought we were very good second half, created a lot of chances, had a lot of good entries into the final third, and thought we got what we deserved in the end. But we've also got to acknowledge that Plymouth were better than us in the first half. But I think, again, like, to use a cliche, it is a good sign if you don't play well and you win. I thought first half we weren't at our best, but we stayed in the game. And we definitely got what we deserved in the second half.
We've obviously not had a great record here over the years, and it felt like that goal wasn't going to come for a long time in the game, but it eventually did. Staunts heading home in the 85th minute. It was a good day out and a good display in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We were, funnily enough, reminded of how bad our record is here by a number of people, but we actually said to the lads before the game, like, if we're going to be the group that starts pushing the club on, then it's things like that where you come to places where we don't usually get a result. That's what we need to do. We need to be better. It's no excuse to just say we don't usually get a result here. It's a game like any other. But yeah, we're obviously really pleased. I think, like Joe said, I think we got it slightly wrong in the first half, but we managed to stay in the game, and we had to make a few little tweaks at half time, but also asking for the lads as well to show a little bit more of just be all in what we're trying to do. I think probably partly from us and from them it was a little bit half and half, but once they got going, I thought that they were all excellent in the second half. I thought it was a really good second half display, and that includes the subs that came on. I thought they all made an impact. And across the weekend, everyone's played their part in what's been a relatively successful 2 games. Obviously delighted for Staunts to get his goal. Probably not many people deserve it more than him. But I actually thought the boys at the back were excellent today. I thought Cam's was probably the best game I've seen him have. So yeah, really pleasing. It's important that we take the learning from the first half, because I did think that Plymouth really had the upper hand, and credit to the lads because they turned the game around, and in the end I thought on second half display we deserved the win.
There are a few changes to the squad today, with Tiz and Diaz getting their first league start of the campaign. Do you want to tell us the reason behind the changes to the squad?
Yeah, I think freshness is the main reason. I think there's also that they deserve to play as well. I think there's 2 sides to that coin. I think we'd already planned across this weekend, across the 2 games, to use everyone to the best that we could. That meant that there was 1 or 2 that were frustrated on Saturday, but then you can see they come in the team today. Charlie Dave is a good example of that. I thought he was very good today, especially second half. And that comes through a little bit of balance over the weekend of managing minutes. Tiz, Diaz, these guys came in, worked really hard on a difficult pitch in difficult conditions. We opened the game up a bit more in the second half, and I think overall like I said, we got what we deserved from the game, and possibly from the weekend as well. I think we had liked 6 points, obviously, but I think 4 points is a good return, and I think across the balance of the weekend, I think that's also a fair return.
We've started the season with 10 points from the first 5 games. Are you happy with that start to the season?
I think you have to be probably happy with where the group's at in terms of performances. If I looked at especially the last 2, I thought the Evesham game we showed a good identity to ourselves without being clinical enough, and today I thought we showed grit. We got a clean sheet, so it's probably not to look at the results but more where the group's at in terms of performance levels, and I think we're quite comfortable with what we've seen so far, but there's a lot of gears to go up. I think if we want to have a better season than we have done in the last couple, we need to go up a few notches, definitely in a lot of areas. But I think we can be pleased with our start, and I think we're going on to the FA Cup next Saturday now, which will be an interesting, different challenge. But important that we rest up, enjoy the bank holiday weekend, and go into the FA Cup game and prepare right for it.